Hey there, friends. Welcome back to another episode of I'll Call You Right Back podcast with me, your host. My name is Chad Medved. Appreciate you being here as usual. Been a little bit of time, last couple months. Been a little bit sporadic with these episodes. Just wanted to come on here and start off by saying I appreciate everyone, appreciate everyone's patience, appreciate everyone's understanding as these last couple months have been a little bit of trying timed with, just dealing with some stuff. You know what I mean? Got a lot of stuff going on at work, got a lot of stuff going on in my personal life, got a lot of stuff just going on. And it's been an important thing for me to take off a couple weeks. I've been stagnant on social media, but I can assure you, things are happening behind the scenes. We are working diligently on a lot of great things. And I wanted to pop on here for this little abridged episode to kind of let you guys know what's going on around the city and, why these episodes have been a little bit more sporadic than probably we would all like, including me. But yeah. There is a lot of good stuff happening, but before we get to all this, I wanted to say just thank you. I've been getting people hitting me up still, brand new people that are just hearing about the podcast now that are reaching out to say, that they enjoy episodes that they're listening to from a couple of years ago. I just had someone listen to an episode with Pittsburgh Wildlife Management. I probably put that episode out 2 years, maybe. I don't even remember. But this guy just randomly came across me, reached out to me, and said that he enjoyed the episode and that he has been listening ever since. And, it's great to have people that are still hearing about I'll Call You Right Back for the first time. We've been doing this for 6 years. I have been doing this for 6 years. You guys have been listening for 6 years. But it's pretty refreshing to still moving. You know what I mean? Still progression. Every week, these numbers are going up. And even in these weeks where I'm not putting out episodes, people are still listening. And I can't thank you guys enough for all the support that I've been getting and all the kind words for me and my wife through these last couple months of us dealing with some tragedy with our dog passing and, just trying to live life as an adult. I mean, what's more difficult than being an adult in today's world? You know what I mean? Shit is too expensive, not enough hours in the day. I could complain for hours and hours and hours, but things could always be worse. I'm a glass half full guy, and I try to be as positive as I can, and I try to be as optimistic as I can, as much as I can. You know what I mean? And just appreciate you guys for helping me out with that. You keep that glass half full, and it's greatly appreciated. But like I said, there's very important things to go over this week in this short episode, and I think it's important to let yinz know what's happening going on in the city. So I'm sure that if you're a yinzer like I am and you love the city, you might have heard about a guy named Odd Pittsburgh. His real name is John Shalkowski, but I'm sure a lot of people know him as Odd Pittsburgh. If you don't know who Odd Pittsburgh is, come out from under a rock, first of all. But no, I'm just kidding. Odd Pittsburgh is like I said, a man named John Shalkowski from the North Hills who I met through this podcast, I don't even know, a couple years ago, maybe. Time just runs together anymore. But me and John have been friends for a couple years through this podcast. We had an episode that we recorded that was, notoriously known as, I guess not notoriously, but well known as being just an insane episode of I'll Call You Right Back. We talked about everything you could imagine. What Odd Pittsburgh does is he spends his free time researching and documenting some of Pittsburgh's most fascinating stories and history. It's such a loaded question to try to explain what John is that I almost don't know how to. You know, you could click on his social media pages. You could see him right here. I urge you to check him out. The odd and mysterious and fascinating history of Pittsburgh, and obviously his Instagram at Odd Pittsburgh. But basically what this guy does is just, you know, he posts content of things that have happened in our city that probably the majority of never heard about before. You know, that's kind of his specialty, is documenting things that are just, you know, incredible that we might not known about. John and I have thrown live events at Bottle Rocket Social Hall. We've done 3, and, you know, they've all been, you know, a complete hit, to where, you know, we're just telling good stories, and it's an extension of what he does every day with his social media pages. But the thing that I am I'm getting to with John and Odd Pittsburgh, and why we are focusing on him for this week's episode, is because John has recently come on some tough times. John has been dealing with some very severe medical issues over these last, I mean, realistically, you know, 6 months, but more importantly, or more recently, these last, you know, 2 months, he's been doing pretty bad. You know, he's been in and out of the hospital, dealing with all kinds of terrible stuff regarding, you know, his stomach and his digestion. And, you know, I'm not going to get too into details on his on his health journey, but I could assure you, like, he's going through it right now. And currently he's in Wexford Hospital right now, and AGH Wexford, or AHN Wexford rather. And he's been in and out of the hospital these past couple months, just dealing with it. You know what I mean? He's been really getting put through the ringer, him and his wife and his kids. And the reason that we're having this episode this week is because me and Nick and Kat Walker from the Berg Bus are teaming up to throw a benefit bingo event on the Berg Bus. So if you don't know what the Berg Bus is, first, I mean, you could listen to the Berg Bus episode that me and Nick sat down and recorded a few months ago that will kind of explain what the Berg Bus is and their story. But an abridged version of that is basically, you know, it's a badass party bus that Nick and his wife bought and completely redid. And, you know, they take tours around the city of Pittsburgh. They throw different sorts of shows. But me and Nick became friends, and we talked about what we could do to try to give back to John while him and his family are dealing with these tough times. So me and Nick decided to throw a bingo benefit event on his bus that will be happening on March 2nd at 6 p.m. So what is a bingo benefit, you might ask? I'm here to tell you. Bingo benefit is basically what you're going to do is you're going to buy a ticket, and then on March 2nd, you're going to go down to the convention center. You're going to park your car in that conveniently close parking garage. You're going to get on a bus. We're going to hand you a couple bingo cards, and we are going to play bingo for 90 minutes. We're going to play as many games as we can, and you guys who come to this event will have an opportunity to win some of these prizes that have been graciously donated by some of my favorite businesses in the city. I've had these guys on the podcast. We have donations from Streets on Carson, Pittsburgh Candle, Trace Brewing, Dagny's Eatery, Yoli's. We got, man, I wish I wasn't blanking. Bottle Rocket. We got some Penguin tickets donated by Josh Getzoff, who is the voice of the Penguins. You know, I reached out to these people to try to procure some donations that will be used for prizes for all the bingo games that we're going to be playing on March 2nd. And any of the proceeds that we make from this event, we are going to donate back to John and his family. And in these tough times that John is dealing with right now, obviously medical expenses could start to add up pretty quickly. And John has been in and out of the hospital. He's been dealing with this for quite some time. So, you know, he's been kind of off work indefinitely until he gets a little bit healthier. And in this time, I just wanted to do anything that I could do to try to give back to his family for all the great things that he's given back into this community. This guy has been doing this work that he's been doing with his social media pages, Odd Pittsburgh, for over 6 years, I believe, 6, 7, 8 years. I don't even know exactly how many years, but he devotes every spare second of his life to researching and documenting and, posting content about Pittsburgh's fascinating history. And this is his life's work. You know what I mean? Like, this is his passion, more than I could ever explain it, more than I could ever put it into words. This guy lives and breathes Pittsburgh and history in general. But, I urge you to just check out his work on his social media pages so you could kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. If you follow along, I'm sure you do know what I'm talking about. But, over these last years and all the stuff that he has put out for us to enjoy, he has never asked for a penny. He charges nothing for his content at all. And I think that this was, just a great opportunity to come together as a city to try to raise funds for one of its greatest historians that probably will ever be here. You know what I mean? Like, this guy is not classically trained, in air quotes. He didn't go to school to be a historian. This is all a passion project. This is completely just out of the love that he feels in his heart for this city. So I just wanted to kind of create an event to where we could try to raise some funds for him to just give back. Every cent that is made through this benefit bingo that we are hosting on March 6th, or March 2nd rather, at 6 p.m., we are going to just give to his family to try to help just a little bit with what they're dealing with. Like I said, we have so many prizes that you could win while we're playing bingo, and it's just going to be a great time. And I know we're already 3/4 of the way sold out of this bus, but I just wanted to pop on here to let people know in case you haven't seen us posting about it. It's been posted by me, the Berg Bus, by everyone else. A lot of great businesses kind of saw what we were doing and just shared it along. I had Randy Bauman sharing, I had, Mikey from Mikey and Big Bob. And it's just, it just goes to show you how much he means to this city. Everyone loves him. Everyone loves what John does. And this is our opportunity to show how much we appreciate what he does. So if you guys are interested to come and play bingo with us on March 2nd, I urge you to go to, there's a couple ways you could buy tickets. You can go on my Instagram at I'll Call You Right Back. There's a link in the bio to buy bingo benefit tickets. You can go to the Berg Bus website. Or you could find our social media pages on Facebook, and we got links posted there. But like I said, 3/4 of the way sold out already. So if you want to get in while you still can, and come and have a good time with us. The Berg Bus is a party bus. We're going to have a party on there March 2nd. You come in, you could bring your own beer. What's better than that? You grab yourself a little cooler, you fill it with any brewery that we got around here, any beers from any breweries that we got around here, and we're just going to ride around the city, and we're going to play bingo, and you guys are going to win dope prizes. What is better than that? And on top of all that, everything is going to a great cause. And, that's really what this is for. On top of the event that I'm throwing with the Berg Bus, I got a t-shirt in the works for John that will be another way to donate back to him and raise some funds for him. I will drop more details on that once I get everything figured out. Like I said, the reason that I ain't been putting podcasts out is because I've been working. I've been working behind the scenes. We got things, I got all kinds of shit up in the air. But, the shirt's coming out. It's designed by Derek Rudy, who is a fantastic artist throughout the city. I worked with Derek recently for this most recent design that I did, which is available on I'llCallYouRightBack.com along with a few others. But Derek, I reached out to him, pitched him this idea for a design that I would like to make for John. And, as great as a person he is, he offered to help out and design this, free of charge as a way to help give back to this. So We got this design. It's getting printed at Revival Print Company down in Lawrenceville. He is a great screen printer that I've been working with for over a decade now, and I just can't recommend these two people enough. Derek, Rudy, if you guys are looking for digital art, any sort of illustration, graphics, anything like that, you could find him on Instagram at Rudy Illustrates. And if you're looking for someone to screen print your t-shirts, bags, totes, anything like that, Revival Print Company down in Lawrenceville. Dan Perenni, who runs that, is a fantastic guy that I can't say enough great things about. Been working with him for over a decade. If he wasn't great, I wouldn't be working with him. So I think it speaks to that right there. But this is a short episode of the podcast, just more or less to try to let you guys know that we're throwing this event for a good cause. And if you can't make the event, there's ways that you could donate to John. He has a Venmo, he has a PayPal, he has all that. You could look in the description right now. I'm going to post everything below. It's going to be very simple for you to donate. If you can't come on March 2nd, you could donate a little bit to this guy if you have the means, and it will be greatly appreciated by him, his wife Lisa, and the rest of his beautiful family. They're really, really great people. You know what I mean? And it's just really unfortunate what's happening to him. I went to see him at the hospital, last week or so, and it was rough. This guy, he's lost like 60 pounds in a couple weeks. He's really going through it. And it's kind of incapacitated him to the point where he can't do what he loves most, which is, find these fantastic stories and these historical events that happen in our city and post about it. Like that's all this guy wants to do in his life, is to document all the great things that happen in Pittsburgh. And right now he just he's on a little bit of a hiatus. You got to get better. He got to get better. We're all rooting for John. We all want him to be back as quick and as healthy as he could be, but it's going to be a little bit of time. So right now is an opportunity for us to come together as a city to give back to this man who has given us so much. So again, March 2nd, 6 p.m., Berg Bus Benefit Bingo for Odd Pittsburgh. Tickets are almost sold out. Yours truly, is going to be a host. We're going to be listening to music. We're going to be drinking good drinks. We're going to be having a great time. And you guys are going to be winning all sorts of great prizes. We got all sorts of prizes. We got Bottle Rocket Social Hall donating. We got Penguin tickets. We got merchandise from Millie's. We got beer from Trace Brewing. We got we got gift cards rather for food from Streets on Carson, Dagny's, Yoli's. I can't even name everyone. I reached out to these people and just asked if they would be willing to donate, and the city really came together for us. And I'm just very, very thankful that we were able to make this happen. I'm thankful that we're able to create this event to try to help John any way we can. And I just really hope to see all yins out there. So that's the link, or the page rather. You could click in the description below. You could buy yourself some tickets. I urge you to get them before they sell out. I hope to see yous there, and I'll leave you at that. So hop on over to Odd Pittsburgh's page, drop him a comment, leave him some well wishes, send him some good vibes, and that's all we could do right now. So hope to see you at the event. Thank yous all. Brand new episode next week. We got and to touch on the podcast, we're back with the episodes. There's no end in sight with the podcast, but this was a little bit more important, so I had to push this week's episode with Kate from Brown Bear Bread Cafe. That'll be next week's episode, but I just wanted to do this short one to let everyone know, so they had an opportunity to get tickets if they wanted to. But I appreciate all yins. I know John appreciates every single person that does that leaves him a comment, leaves him a well wish, leaves him any sort of good vibes. I personally spoke with him, and he cannot thank everyone enough. So thank yous again. Hope to see you on the Berg Bus on March 2nd at 6 p.m. Call you right back.